Hello everybody, this is Toysareruss, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Magic Square B51 Heavy Gunner figure, which is of course their take on, and as I said, they're a third-party company that make legend scale figures, and this is their version of Generation 1 Brawl, which I'm really excited to see. So what we're going to do, we're going to open him up in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're then going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. We're also going to do some comparisons and see how he displays with other Magic Square figures, other third-party legend scale figures like New Age as well. We can also see how he looks and fares to some standard Hasbro core class figures, and indeed other Hasbro figures released in different toy lines, just to give us an idea of scale. So as I start to put all these back, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if they'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And the other thing is thanks Show Z, because that's where this figure came from, and as you can see they got him to me nice and safely. Now I want to point out first and foremost that this is a beautiful homage again to Generation 1 figure packaging, with the figure there and the sunburst behind him. They've even got a tech spec there on the back as well, and thankfully I've now realized that that is of course the alien from one of the cartoons in Generation 1. Completely had brain fog when I saw him on the cover of the box for the Trailbreaker figure. So let's have a look at this inside, and I know that we've got, and the first thing that you notice with these figures is the weight of them. I mean, they feel really heavy. We've got all these parts here, which we're going to open up in a second. If I can take this out and it's not sellotape, it's not brilliant. I can go straight into some first impressions with you guys then. So first impressions, look at him. Beautiful, amazing head sculpt there for you. This will, of course, you can see it's on a mushroom or ball and socket, full articulation there. There is bicep flexion, there is that, yeah, of course there's going to be shoulder swivel. Now this is my complete first experience with this figure. I've seen multiple images on him, but I've not seen any videos whatsoever. He looks like he's got an ab crunch. He definitely has an ab crunch backwards and forwards. The legs will go out to the side, they will come to the front. Yeah, there's a teeny bit of a hip skirt there by the looks of it, which means there's a big knee bend there. There's an ankle tilt and rock. That looks more like to be for transformation purposes though. The fists will spin around. Can you change them? No. I know on quite a few of the new third-party Legends figures you can just take the fists straight off. We've got the attachment here, which of course is going to be his foot for when you can combine him. I've also seen some fan-made images where they've managed to attach this to the back, which I might have a go at doing myself actually, just to see if I can show you, because it did look really good. Let's just quickly then have a look at what's inside this package here. And we've got, oh, there's his main guns, they're all falling out. What's this? There's, it looks like a scope. There's two little guns. There's the collector's card or trading card, which again is a brilliant homage to especially Japanese released versions of these figures. We've got the instructions there. We've got some connecting pieces, more of these little circles, and indeed another gun which fell out there. So what I need to do is obviously tidy all this up, and then we're going to come back and he's going to be in his alternate mode and we can see how he looks like there. Okay, we're back, and as you can see he's already in his alternate mode. Quick apologies for the transformation process on this video. That is for a couple of reasons. The first is to keep the main length of this video down, and the second is not to spoil it for anybody who doesn't want it spoiling for themselves. However, if you do want to see it, I will be uploading a separate tutorial video where, quite frankly, number 3 in this case is because it took absolutely forever, and I'm not joking. It took such a long time, and this will give you an idea, shall we say, of, I suppose, the complexity or indeed the difficulty levels. So again, you can see this on the tutorial, but here's the instructions. They're not too bad, but to give you an idea, you can see there we're up to number 46. So there's 46 transformation steps to transform him from robot to tank. And the reason why I'm laughing is because of this guy here, the original one, which we're going to do some comparisons in a second. I'm lucky enough to have still one here packaged, and on the back of this, to transform the original, it was 3 steps. So you've got 3 steps compared to 47, which I'm sure you'll agree is huge. However, saying that, it is quite complex, but you do get a great sense of accomplishment afterwards. Now I've got to do a few more things on here quickly, like attach all the accessories before we do the full comparison. Let's just move all these out of the way because there's too much for it to focus on. Before we do that though, let's have a look. You can see again though, it does all snap together really sort of quite well. It lines up. The molding detail in the tread, in the tanks, they don't go round obviously. Everything, you know, I'm giving it a bit of maybe too much stick. It all does piece together very, very well. But as I say, it is super, super intricate. And again, quite difficult at first. Right, what I'm going to show you before we put all the other bits of the tank on is this as well, just to give you an idea. So to use the combine mode, it's very simple. Fold down the front. Here is the foot. And as you can see, that is how it's going to rock. So it's only going to be the left leg. So that is simply going to line up like a jigsaw piece, exactly like that, and into position like so. So there is the leg. And as I've already said, you can rotate or lean to the one side like that. You can't really tilt, I mean, like tiptoe forward. You can just go to the side. And again, you'll have to bear with me when I pull this back just so you can see. So if anybody who wants to get an idea of scale or how big he's going to be compared to the G1, he's going to be quite a bit bigger that way. I'm sure you can see now if I pan back, you can see that, yeah, he is. Even though in the actual tank mode, it's because of the height of the foot. See how high that foot is compared to how low that is. In the tank, again, we'll see in much more detail now, where I move Bruticus out of the way, that the tank itself is quite small. So let's take it off of there like so. There we go. And let's of course make him look how we want to. So basically let's attach all the pieces to it, and indeed of course extend out the turret. So the turret will come right out. It'll lift up and down as well, which you can see. You've also got the 360 which you saw there, which is obviously really nice. Let's bring in again G1 Brawl just for a second. So what we've got here is 2 little tabs on the back. We've got 2 little cutouts there. This is going to fit, I can show you me doing it, over the top like that. Oh, he says that's it, that snaps it together and it just keeps it together a little bit more. The 2 little circle bits which I nearly lost, they are absolutely tiny. These will fit on the roof like so. So pop them in, and of course you don't need to take these out. These were just in that bag when I opened it. And then of course we've got these 2 guns which will fit either side to give us again an ideal twin cannon on the top. It's probably going to fall off, so just for the purpose of this video and to make it easier, because I've got to reach around the camera, I'm sure it's quite easy, which you can see they are popping together, no problem whatsoever, fitting over the top like so. There we go. And indeed there's one more hole on the top if you want to attach absolutely everything to it. So the best thing about this is all of the attachments, all of the accessories you can completely put on him and have no worries. So as I said, there is the G1 original. It's pretty much about the same size. Yeah, it is. But when of course he's combined, due to the size of the foot, he's much taller. So I'm imagining it's going to be quite a bit bigger. And you know what, I think that's pretty much all there is to say about this mode. So what we'll do now then, we'll come back for the final time with him in his robot mode, with the bits attached to him, and see how he looks with his weapons as well. So then we're back for the final time with him in his robot mode, and until I get the rest of the limbs, that is because this is the way I'm going to choose to display him. Until then, I also need to correct myself as well, because obviously when I just did the combined part, I said there was only a tilt, sorry, a rock. I've worked out, but that's the beauty of these videos, I learn as I do them, the same as you guys, that you can actually tilt the toes all the way forward. So there's a huge toe tilt as well as an ankle rock as well, so that's going to make it even more interesting, and of course hugely posable. Unfortunately, I haven't worked out how to attach that to the back either, so I'll do an updated video regarding that as well. And also with these as well, again, to my knowledge at the moment, there's no real way to attach these. Of course, if anybody does know, then please let me know in the comments, because it'll help me out, especially when I'm doing my updated video. With regards, of course, the small gun, you can attach it in his hands, or you could of course put it on the back. And I think I've got the biceps folded out a little bit further as well compared to where they were when we did our first impressions. And indeed, I've obviously corrected everything with regards to the tank, how it should fit on the back, the turret rather. Overall, as I say, really impressed with this guy. The transformation process is difficult. It was a slightly easier coming back, so hopefully the more times I do it, the better it gets. As I said, I will be doing a transformation process tutorial, because 47 steps for a figure this size really is something, to be honest. Once again, there is the original G1, so you've got the idea. It's weird, he's so much bigger in robot but pretty much the same size in tank, so it's just a great way, I suppose, they're able to do this thing we refer to as mass shifting, how everything just sort of folds out, cascades out, and enables them to look much bigger. So let me get rid of this for the glare. There, of course, is G1 original. There's Magic Square Trailbreaker. Just for a bit of fun, there is standard core class, and there is indeed Studio Series core class at the moment. And then, as I say, with regards to some other third-party company figures, legend scale size, we've just got quite a few New Age, to be honest. So we've got New Age, Prime and Megatron, and I've actually got an Iron Factory Stealth Phantom, which is their take on Mirage as well, which is again even that little bit smaller. But to be honest, I think I've more than covered enough with him. Hopefully I've got across to you what a great little figure he is. Really impressive. Again, we use this term a lot with regards to these figures. Mini masterpiece definitely does these guys justice, because they are that. Maybe at the moment I'm saying perhaps a little bit too intricate, but hopefully the more I do it, the better it becomes. But in the meantime, just wanted to share this guy with you. There he is. He is, of course, Magic Square MS B51 Heavy Gunner, a third-party representative of Generation 1 Brawl. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of him. And of course, yeah, if I get anything wrong, please let me know as well. And I can obviously always correct myself. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.